This is
Phenomenal.
better pork chop than I've ever had at home.
Way
Flipping
better than
it.
any oven I've ever cooked it in. This is good.
Rice carries some spice too.
I told you it'd be hot.
All right, guys, so I've been searching high and low all week, ever since that last video came out. I'm even working on cleaning up my workshop because we gotta be able to find Nate a griddle somewhere. I mean, the guy just always falls back on non-griddle stuff. If you have a moment and you wanna get a good laugh, search for our grapefruit video that we did a year or two ago. That was another good one. But good news all around. So, not only did Nate find his griddle this week, which is a bonus for all of us, he's going to figure out, or he thinks he's going to figure out how to give us a good pork chop. Center cut pork chop, that is. Always dry, too lean, either undercooked, overcooked. Nothing really ever comes out good with those in my eyes, but he says he's got a solution. So that's the first great news. Nate found a griddle, and we're gonna cook on it. Second thing is I got my Chariot, if you can see it out there. It's back from the shop again, so we're in business. We got it. We got that. We got a griddle. We got hopefully good pork chops that are cheap, so they'll be popular, you know, if we do make them right. And good day all around. Good day all around. So we'll see you at Nate's house. I'm on my way over there now. Probably gonna be a couple minutes late, you know. Had to set up for this, of course, you know. But we'll see you at the griddle, or see you at Nate's house, or wherever I'm gonna end up. We'll talk to you.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for checking out the channel. Today is my cook. We're at Chris's house. I'm gonna be testing something I saw on America's Test Kitchen for center cut pork chops, right? So we've all seen them, right? You go in the market, they always look beautiful in the case. You buy them, you bring them home, they always come out dry.
Always.
You know, they're borderline flavorless.
Oven, grill, doesn't matter.
They're borderline, you know, yeah.
You keep trying because it's cheap.
Yeah, so it's a really affordable cut, and they look really good. And then you eat them, and it's like, you know, just bland. So supposedly, America's Test Kitchen has a way to pan fry them where they come out juicy, and you don't have to brine them. So that's what we're going to be testing today. If we can take that process and do it on the griddle. So thanks for hanging out with us and testing that. We got the griddle warming up. So that's coming. That being said, you guys may have caught the last video I did, the crock pot, you know, meatball dump and go. Chris was pretty upset about it because he doesn't like when I don't cook on a griddle. So, you know, we kind of got into it a little bit. And
The griddle guys.
So
the
much
griddle
so.
guys.
So we kind of got a little physical, and you can see who won in that altercation. That's not a fake sling. He really is injured.
And he really is a righty, so that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, we got issues, but we'll find.
Yeah, Chris won't be. Chris is gonna. How are you gonna do videos when it's your turn?
You guys are my bitches.
Oh, so you mean like normal?
Like
Yeah, so
normal.
like normal. We do all
Nothing
the work
changes.
while you do nothing.
Yeah, all right, good.
Except when I really have to do nothing. Looking forward to that, actually.
Yeah, why am I not surprised? So, anyways, griddle's warming up now. We'll get the pork out in a second. You gonna say what really happened or no?
I tore my bicep. I ruptured it. Got operated on yesterday morning, and I'm healing quickly.
Always fun having to have an operation during a pandemic.
Yeah.
Right?
I wasn't lifting a car off of a small child, nothing like that. I don't want to bore you with the details, but I'm definitely getting older, and here's the result. So
Yeah. I actually ruptured my left one 2 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
You
guess.
want to see how you did that?
Yeah, I was lifting a car off of a child to save the child's life.
Hey, he's younger than me, by the way.
Yeah, no one's questioning that.
Yeah.
Very competitive foosball tournament.
Yeah, right.
Very competitive. Anyway.
All right, let's get the griddle cleaned up and start cooking. So we got the griddle heating up, guys, and this is actually Chris's griddle. So the last time we cooked on it, we did the deep fry. Some of the oil spilled over from
Shallow
the deep fry.
fry.
The shallow fry. And you could see it kind of like thicken the patina. I picked this up a while ago, and you want to put a link in the...
Yeah, we should, definitely.
We'll put a link in the description to our Amazon affiliate account. I actually love it. I'm going to buy one for Chris and Jeff probably after this video. But Chris already scraped this once with the regular scraper, and I think you'll see the difference when I come in here with the two-handed one. So it just really gets down a lot more. And see how much more aggressive that is? So now this gives us an opportunity to clean this up. We'll put another thin coat of oil.
And that's not rust, by the way. That is
It's
overcooked oil.
Well, what it is it's the oil that would be your patina, except that it's too thick now. And that's kind of what we learned on my 36.
I know, but everybody has comments about rust. It's
This is not rust.
That's not
This
rust.
is not
That's
rust.
just burnt oil.
It's burnt oil, and you can see it. You can see it flaking up in here. Right?
But the point is what he's using, it's very easy to get a lot more force, get a lot deeper.
yeah, I mean,
in
you already
there.
scraped this once.
I
and
did. I
look at
scraped
the
it with my
difference.
scraper, which I do all the time. And so we're gonna let Nate do this, and then throw some oil on it. We'll let it burn up a little. The guy's gonna show you exactly right how it's supposed to look afterwards. Right?
Yeah, you
So,
can
I mean,
see I'm getting right down to the metal on that. We'll put another coat of patina on there. Look how good that looks.
Well, it looks like crap. I hope you didn't ruin my grill.
Well, for
right
me,
now.
no, for me it looks good because now everything's a nice thin coat and we can start over. So we got the griddle seasoning going. We're gonna pull out the pork chops. Jeff and Chris haven't seen these yet, so I think you guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised. It's the pork chops. I cut these up and seasoned them over at my house.
Oh, those are some big suckers.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
So America's Test Kitchen said part of the reason, or how you get juicy center cut pork chops is you have to use a thicker one. So I had a roast. I bought a center cut roast, measured it out, divided it into 4, and cut 4 chops out of it. So that's key according to what America's Test Kitchen said. The other thing is you have to flip it every 2 minutes. So a lot of the time, you guys have heard this, right? You put your steak down, don't touch it. You put your burger down, don't touch it. This is kind of the opposite, which is why I want to test it on the griddle.
So my chicken wings on the grill. Keep flipping. Keep flipping.
Keep flipping.
flipping.
Keep flipping.
So this is going to be an hour and a half.
I think
It's going to take some time.
I think it's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes.
Well,
for
they're at
pork.
least 2 inches thick. 6 inches thick.
Looks like
actually,
looks
6
like
inches,
4 to
yeah.
me. Yeah, 4.5 at least.
So it's 2 1/4.
2 1/4. Okay, so
So yeah, I'm gonna kind of do the flat.
Yeah.
And then as they cook, I will hit the other sides. I'm not gonna hit the fat side right away because the fat will contract.
Right.
And it'll cause it to curl up. And I
Right.
want to. Part of the theory of this is by flipping it every 2 minutes, you stop the pork chop from like getting deformed and curling up.
good.
So we're just gonna let the griddle finish heating up, and we're gonna drop them
Great
on
pieces
there.
of beef. They look good.
Yeah, it's actually pork, not beef. But
I'm
either
sorry,
way,
pork. Great pieces of pork.
criticism, ding, ding, ding.
Number 3. Number 3.
Number 3. It's like number 30 since we sat down.
So guys, before we throw the massive pork chops on, I just wanted to show you the result of using the two-handed scraper. We pulled a lot of the thick patina off. I did a thin coat of oil. We let it heat up and burn in. We did that twice. I scraped again, did it again. And now I can show you, where we're at. The patina is not perfectly even, but griddle's hot right now, and you can see how clean that is, right? So, I'm a fan of the two-handed scraper. But we know this. You guys know this. Griddles, they take work to maintain that patina, especially if you live where we live, where, today is supposed to be probably 70 and it's like 34. So we get a lot of rain, we get a lot of cold. But I just wanted to show you the result of the heavy scraping and re-seasoning.
Chris just doesn't learn.
Huh?
I said you just don't learn.
Yeah.
Does anyone-
I've
hey-
used a left arm.
Hey guys, does anyone find it ironic that we're testing out a two-handed scraper when Chris only has one hand?
What are you saying?
There is a bit of irony there. So we're gonna drop the pork, put down a little bit of oil. Let's get these guys on there. We just checked the surface of the griddle. By the way, it's about 500 degrees. So we have it on high. We're gonna start on high. We're gonna go 3 minutes on this side, and we'll film it. But we don't wanna get these black. We're not searing them, because they have to cook for a long time.
Because they're so thick.
Because they're so thick, we want to start flipping them when they're like a light golden brown.
Right.
So you're looking at 3 minutes, then 2 minutes on the next side, and then we flip every 2 minutes, according to America's Test Kitchen. So we'll see. This is a test. If these things come off the griddle and they're dry as hell, then we know it, was a failure.
Is hell dry? I know hell's hot.
I think so. I think it's hot and dry. Definitely hot and dry. Been there.
Been there, done that.
A few moments later.
All right, so guys, we hit probably about 3-4 minutes. That's what we're looking for right there. And some of these are a little bonded to the griddle, but if you just kind of get under the edge, you can flip them. Now that's not finished, right? Because we're gonna flip these a ton of times. So you're actually gonna get more crust over the duration of the cook, so. But they look good, smell good. Seasoning I used on these was salt, pepper, garlic salt, onion salt. And the reason, well, not the reason, but I didn't use anything that would burn, like paprika or cumin. So there's some spices that will burn. With it being directly on the griddle for a long time, I went with the salts. Salt doesn't burn. So salt, regular salt, garlic salt, onion salt. We'll hit these with a little bit more oil since we just flipped them. Griddle looks good. Yeah, griddle, yeah. Smells good. So this is where it starts. This
Oh,
is just
good.
constant flipping every 2 minutes, according to America's Test Kitchen. So,
Are the ones they cook like 2.5 inches as well?
yeah, they're the ones that said if you want a juicy center cut pork chop, you have to have it thick.
But do they go to the sides like at all?
We're
or-
going to go to the sides, but they're going to be cooking for so long that the sides are going to cook anyway.
Okay.
All right, guys, so we're going every 2 minutes, doing a flip. I suspect these are going to take some time. Still have the griddle on high, but starting to see that these are getting to like where we want them to finish. So I'm going to turn the griddle down to low. What we're shooting for on America's Test Kitchen, they shot for 125 and let the carryover cooking bring it up to 140. I'm a little reluctant to do that, so I'm going to shoot for like
170?
No. I'm going to shoot for about 130 to 135, 132 to 135. And then we're going to pull them and tent them. So it's just a flip every 2 minutes until you get to that temp.
So what's the finished temperature you're looking for?
140.
And
Listen, I'm following America's Test Kitchen. They said 140.
Oh, so if you saw it on the internet, it's got to be safe.
It always is, isn't it?
Yeah.
A few moments later.
So guys, I probed these, and they took less time than I thought. Let me flip this around so you guys can see it. What am I at there, Jeff?
120?
Yeah.
121?
So they're actually, I thought they were going to take about a half hour. We've been at this about 15 minutes, and they're getting close. So I'm just kind of browning up the edges, the fat sides. That looks beautiful. And these are going to be pulled fairly soon, and we're going to let them rest for 15 minutes. So, all right, guys, so we pulled these off. We're tenting them. According to America's Test Kitchen, you got to tent them for 15 minutes. They actually came off.
We tested one.
We did test that one.
Freaking delicious.
So I wanted to pull them off about 134. We pulled them off about 139. So that's why I'm tenting them loosely. Of course, it is like 30 degrees out today with a 40-mile-an-hour wind.
May what? 9th?
Yeah, right? It's ridiculous. So I'm going to tent these
It is
loosely.
New England.
While they're tented loosely, I got a treat for, here, throw the camera up here. I got a treat for Chris and Jeff. I'm going to do a quick pantry-style spicy fried rice. So no soy sauce, but it's going to be our side.
I have soy if you need it.
I don't want to do it. This is going to be, this is like COVID time. You got this shit in your fridge.
Jack, grab
This is
grab
what
that
you're
camera
cooking.
from Uncle Jeff.
So I had some peppers and onions. We're going to start with that, and I got some cold rice. All right, so guys, I had these veggies on for a couple minutes. Chris, where's the big spatula? Thank you, that's what I was looking for. I don't want these to be super soft. I want them actually to be pretty crisp. What I have
This is,
here,
look at
So what we got here is I got 2 cups of cold cooked rice. It has to be cold. If you guys are making fried rice and you think you're gonna cook rice and throw it right on the griddle, you're gonna end up with a glutinous mess of mush. So, and then I've done this before. I don't think I talked to Chris or Jeff about it, but I know they like spicy food.
Absolutely.
So if you just take regular rice and you dump a bunch of crushed red pepper in it, it actually gives it a real nice heat.
You know what, Nate? I'm going to help you too. I got some. I happen to have
I'm not
this
going with
handy.
that, but I
you
am-
want some red hot? It just happens to be right there. I have it.
So I'm going with about that much
Crushed red
crushed
pepper.
red pepper. Yeah.
You don't want to add a little red?
I don't. No.
Okay.
I want
you
you
sure?
guys. I want you guys to experience it just as is. A little bit of oil. And why don't you guys grab your plates? So guys, we're getting close to done here. It'd probably already be done if it weren't so darn cold out. Actually, if you want to see how cold it is, look at them sitting down there. We got the full snow cap on, the blankets. Yeah, wonderful spring weather.
We don't let this weather stop us though from having fun.
Just about done. That's our side dish. No soy sauce. This is not.
Grab a plate for Nate. I'll get it.
This is not Chinese fried rice. This is just spicy white rice and onion pepper.
Give me that one.
Can you grab a 4th plate too? Yeah. Chris, you want to grab another plate?
I got it. Jack, steady, steady. We're making you a plate this time, Jack. I'm not leaving you out.
All right, there we go. Let's plate up. We'll see you with the finished product. All right, guys, so these have been tented for about 10, 15 minutes. Looks like our finished temp is about 148. That's 8 degrees higher than America's Test Kitchen, but it actually makes me feel a little bit better because I don't like my pork medium rare.
So what is the pork, you know, where you're supposed to eat
I
pork at?
think, I'd have to look it up, but
I thought it was 160.
I think no, I don't think
150. I'm sorry, 150.
I think it's around 150.
I think it is.
But
150 and
I'd
higher.
have to look it up. But we're testing their recipe, Chris.
But it did go up 10 degrees
Look,
since we
if you cut
sat.
into it, if you cut into it and you don't want to eat it, don't eat it.
No,
We'll
no.
save
All
it.
right, well, let's
I'm gonna eat it.
I'm going to eat it. I like it.
All right, let's plate. All right, so I jump behind the camera because I want to get these guys' reactions on.
The biggest pork chop I've ever seen.
I want to get their reaction on 2 things. One, how do they like the plain pantry fried rice?
I'll try that first, okay?
Okay, and is it spicy? And 2, is it technically a juicy center cut pork chop? That's really the test that we're doing here.
Definitely
right?
spicy. I love it. Even before I started chewing, I loved it.
Because I
can
get you in the
taste it.
back of the throat.
It is spicy. I like it a lot. Hey, you always cook good rice. This is very good.
Hey, you do like my rice, Chris. Thank you. Jeff, pork? Anyone pork? That's the test.
So
I'll
the
test
pork,
that here.
I don't know if you can get the glisten on that. You can see it's white all the way through. Yeah, look,
At 149. We should talk about 149.
No, I think it was a little less, wasn't it?
No, it's 149, I
it was
think.
like 146. Yeah, well, it was up.
It was up there,
climbed
yeah.
yeah.
So 5, 6 degrees hotter. All right. Did you bite the pork yet?
I bit the pork. I wanted to try the rice. The pork is delicious. It's definitely juicy, and I actually
It
think
is
that
definitely juicy. It is not dry at all. And there is fat flavor, and I got a good piece, maybe. I don't know. It's great.
So
Very tasty.
the question is overall, this America's Test Kitchen.
Way
flipping
better than
it-
any oven I've ever cooked it in.
The flipping every 2 minutes.
This is good.
rice carries some spice too.
I told you it'd be hot. All right, guys, so here's where we netted out on this cook. First of all, I wish it was warmer out. Second of all, my pork chop has a little blush of pink in the middle. Chris's does too. The other 2 pork chops were more white all the way through. Bottom line, all 3 of them were delicious. This is
Phenomenal.
better pork chop than I've ever had at home.
It is juicy. It
Yeah.
really is juicy.
So definitely we Griddle guys recommend you trying this. You guys saw how much crushed red pepper I put on the rice. It
A
is
lot.
hot. It is definitely spicy. We like it spicy. Chris is mowing on it right now.
Still love it. Yummy. I've had it at restaurants where it tastes good. It's always perfectly cooked. But I've never had, we all do it in the oven.
Well, you do it
on the grill. You know, we've done it all different ways.
Grill definitely dries it out. I've never had success.
This
with
is
a
very
pork
good.
chop on a
So,
grill.
what is the name of the place? The test?
Oh, America's Test Kitchen.
America's Test Kit? They're onto something. I think they know what
nailed
they're
it.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I like, we started this video, I don't like Seneca pork chops. I would eat this again. I would cook this again. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Do us a favor, hit like, subscribe. That helps us, helps the channel.
Hit the bell.
Skippy Jones! Thank you.
Skippy Jones,
Skippy
thanks for all your
Jones.
comments.
We're going to give you a shout out, Skippy. You're a solid fan. We like you. Keep them coming. We love that you're giving us a lot of attention as well as a lot of subs. But thanks so much for reaching out.
See you guys. Stay safe.